Imagine the excitement and anticipation as the 2025 U.S. Summer Championships come to a close, leaving just one more meet to finalize the roster for the 2026 Pan-Pacific Championships. The World Junior Championships, scheduled to take place later this year, will serve as the final qualifying event for the team. This year, USA Swimming has introduced a new selection process, partly due to the significant changes over the past 5 years. Mathias and Shackell have already taken advantage of this new system, with Mathias securing his spot and Shackell provisionally making the roster. Mathias, who returned to competition this summer after a 2-year hiatus, stunned the field in the 50 breaststroke, setting a new Pro Swim Series record of 26.76 seconds. This time not only secured him the top spot in the rankings among American swimmers this year, but also showcased his remarkable comeback. Shackell, a 2024 Paris Olympian in the 400 freestyle, had a strong rebound from his performance at the U.S. Nationals. He won the 400 freestyle in Irvine with a time of 3:45.03, a new personal best by 0.42 seconds, surpassing Luka Mijatović's time of 3:45.71 at the U.S. Nationals. But here's where it gets controversial. USA Swimming's new selection process has sparked debate. Since the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the usual schedule, USA Swimming has had to navigate a series of major meets, including 3 World Championships and the Paris Olympics from 2022 to 2024. This year, however, the schedule has returned to normal, with the World University Games, World Championships, and Junior World Championships all taking place as planned. Each of these meets has had its roster selected from the 2025 U.S. Nationals, with the Pan-Pacific Championships returning to the schedule next summer. USA Swimming has opted for a different approach to roster selection. Instead of holding a selection meet before the event, they are basing the roster on the results of major meets this year: U.S. Nationals, WUGS, Worlds, U.S. Summer Championships, and Junior Worlds. This process is new for Pan-Pacific Championships, but not unheard of as pre-pandemic. The 2015 and 2019 World Championships rosters were selected the year before based on the results of the 2014 and 2018 U.S. Nationals and Pan-Pacific Championships. Selecting a team a year in advance has its drawbacks. Injuries, illnesses, or sudden improvements can occur in the intervening 12 months. For example, in 2014, Kelsey Dahlia, then Worrell, and Katie Mealy placed 6th and 5th in the 100 fly and 100 breast, respectively. They were not selected for the Pan-Pacific Championships or the 2015 World Championships, but instead swam at the 2015 Pan American Games, where they posted times that would have made them the sole U.S. representatives in their respective finals. Mealy's time of 1.06.26 would have theoretically finished second at the 2015 World Championships, behind only the 105.66 time posted by Russian Yulia Efimova. Two key considerations of this change are that it ensures a selection meet or nationals before the 2027 World Championships, establishing a routine leading up to the 2028 Olympics. It also avoids the need for USA Swimming to select rosters for the World Championships, World University Games, and Pan American Games a year in advance. So, let's dive into the first Pan-Pacific selection procedure that doesn't come out of the results of just one meet. Remember, like the World Championships team, there are 26 roster spots available for each gender, but there are no limits to the number of entries per event. If a swimmer fits into one of the priorities and is under the 26 swimmer limit, they can choose to swim any and all events at the meet. There are two significant differences from the selection procedures for the 2025 World Championships to the Pan-Pacific Championships. The first is that with the 50s of stroke being added to the Olympic lineup and confirmed to be included in the 2026 Pan-Pacific Championships, the selection policy has been folded into the policy regarding events other than the 100 and 200 freestyle. The second difference is that for the 2025 World Championships, there was a priority regarding the sixth fastest swimmer in the 100 and 200 freestyle. Since Pan-Pacific Championships are not limited to 2 preliminary entrants per nation, the priorities have shifted to include the third and fourth fastest swimmers in the non-100 and 200 freestyle events. From the work compiled by my colleague Sean Griffin, and taking into account the recent results from the just completed U.S. Summer Championships, the 2026 Pan-Pacific Championships roster currently looks like this. On the men's side, all swimmers in Priority 1, blue, and all swimmers in Priority 2, red, have made the cut with the exception of David Johnston. With too many swimmers in Priority 2, second-place finishers in events other than the 100-200 freestyle, the tie-breaking mechanism used was finding the difference between an available swimmer's time in an event as compared to the A time standard for that event, and then converting it to a percentage. Johnston's 1500 time of 14:56 had the lowest percentage compared to the A standard. Due to many more swimmers placing highly across events, the women's roster got through the first 3 priorities before hitting their cap of 26 swimmers in the fourth priority, yellow, which is the third fastest swimmer in events that are not the 100-200 freestyle. Using the same formula as above for the men, the 27th swimmer in the list, and therefore not on the team, is Katie Christofferson, who holds the third fastest time this season at a qualifying competition in the 200 breaststroke. For reference, any event with a star means that the placing is reflective of Lily King's retirement, while any event with a vertical means that placing is tied with another swimmer and was not resolved via a swim-off. 2016 Pan-Pacific Championships Selection Priorities. Priority number 1. Available swimmers who have the 4 fastest times in the 100-meter freestyle and 200-meter freestyle, the fastest time in each event other than the 100-meter and 200-meter freestyles. Priority number 2. Available swimmers who have the second fastest time in each event other than the 100-meter and 200-meter freestyles. Priority number 3. Available swimmers who have the 5th fastest times in the 100-meter freestyle and 200-meter freestyle. Priority number 4. Available swimmers who have the 3rd fastest time in each event other than the 100-meter and 200-meter freestyles. Priority number 5. Available swimmers who have the 4th fastest time in each event other than the 100-meter and 200-meter freestyle. Selection procedure. All available swimmers from priority number 1 shall be selected to the team. All available swimmers from priority number 2 will be selected to the team, provided, however, that if adding all available swimmers from priority number 2 would result in more than 26 swimmers for a gender to be selected to the team, then the available swimmers within priority number 2 shall be selected to the team in order of the highest percentage of A time standard, based on the time in the event that qualified that available swimmer for priority number 2. Until a maximum of 26 swimmers for that gender are selected to the team. This process will continue until all priorities in Section 1.3.3 have been exhausted. If all priority number 2 swimmers are selected to the team and the maximum team size of 26 swimmers per gender has not been reached, then the same procedure using the highest percentage of A standard will be used to rank the swimmers from priority number 3 until the team is full. If all priority number 3 swimmers are selected to the team and the maximum team size of 26 swimmer per gender has not been reached, then the same procedure of using the highest percentage of A standard will be used to rank the swimmers from priority number 4, and priority number 4 swimmers will be selected to the team in order of highest percentage of A standard until the team is full. If after adding priority number 4 swimmers, the team is not full, Priority number 5 swimmers will not be selected to the team in order of the highest percentage of A standard until the team is full or until the list of available swimmers from priority number 1 through priority number 5 has been exhausted. And this is the part most people miss. The new selection process for the Pan-Pacific Championships has sparked a lot of discussion. Some argue that selecting a team a year in advance is too risky, given the potential